Hello YouTube and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 House of Mordecius, where each week we'll take a look at the titular House of Mordecius as they engage in their harebrained scheme to take over the entire world. I was just thinking about the other day that actually, I keep saying that we're trying to take over the whole world. We're really trying to take over the known world. It's not like we're sending foot soldiers into the Americas or anything, or, you know, various other parts that have been sort of undiscovered. If you take a look at the actual, like, world map, I mean, if you go down to where Africa is, like, you only really have, like, the Sahara and, like, kind of everything in this sort of northern area. So we're trying to take over the whole of the known world, I guess. And again, known to, of course, the various European forces. But no matter, if you like this video, please make sure to like it, please make sure to comment, let me know what you think of Crusader Kings 3 and the House of Mordecius, and make sure to subscribe so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Check out the Twitch, check out the TikTok, check out the Blue Sky, check out Transporting the Youth on DriveThruRPG and itch.io for free! Go ahead and hit play here, we're entering into 897 AD. I think a large part of our goal right now is going to be saving up our gold so that we can, in fact, create the title of the Kingdom of Ireland. We've been trying to save that up for a while, but now I think we really are going to avoid spending money wherever we can in order to get that title created. Let's see how it goes. We have an event here called the White Boar. The elusive beast comes to me in a dream, the dark depths of its eyes judging me as it charges about, flaunting its pristine white coat. We stand in the silent swamplands under a swollen moon. No matter how hard I try, I can move no closer to my prey. As I claw myself awake, I feel my resolve hardening. So interesting, the White Boar makes its reappearance in the life of Drognath I. And what's even more interesting is that his dream takes place in the swamplands, which is where Drognath originally contracted consumption, if I remember correctly. So it's interesting that this kind of recurring nightmare, I guess, is taking place in the swamplands, and it brings about the feelings of the White Boar. The color white in many stories often represents death. So if we click on this, we gain focused on hunt for 10 years. This character's mind is completely set on the hunt, prowess +1. And we'll try to hunt down that white boar, I suppose. We can take a look here. I don't think it's going to let us hunt down... Yeah, we still don't have a sighting of the white boar, so we're going to have to try to track that beast down as soon as we can. Friendly exchanges. Diner tack. Gain 20 opinion of you. Your spouse's excellent diplomacy skill led to this windfall. Diner tack is... I don't remember if we ever touched on this. We could have, it just would have been so long ago that it's hard for me to remember, honestly. Dinertak is the eldest son of Chieftain Drognath II. And then they of course have Afric, their daughter, named after her mother. So that's good. I don't know why my grandson only has a +50 opinion of me. He's not like super fond of me. Or +50 is pretty good, I don't know. It's just funny that it's not at a full +100. He's got mixed feelings about his grandpa. It's the end of March, and I have an idea. Our goal here is gold. Well, what better way to get gold than to raise our armies as raiders and attempt to raid some neighbors and steal some gold? I think that could be fun. Some places we could make some quick money: the Sudrehar, the tribe of Eel, could definitely provide us with some lucre. It wouldn't take too long to get to and fro. Let's see how it goes. Once again, we're going to switch out Lord Finn for Lord Rhys up Highwell of Morganwig. Because once again, if he dies, it's much less of a problem for us than if Lord Finn dies. We've got a pretty sizable army here, and I think we'll go ahead and split them in half, with one army heading up to the tribe of Eel, and one heading off to the barony of Annan. And who are we going to have commanding the second army but Lord Gershom? You can handle it, right, bud? You're not sick at all. You've got this. I have complete faith in you. Blood and spit. Apparently Dinertak spitted in my son Abner's food during dinner a few nights ago. You're a troll spawn, Abner screams. But you're a rascal, Dinertak screams back. Abner has been fighting with Dinertak every day since. Not a minute goes by without him plotting some sort of petty revenge. So my son and my grandson are fighting, and funny enough, They look exactly alike. Abner, of course, is our son with the hunched back, but like in general, they look very similar. So we can have Abner gain one of 3 traits here, and the best one for him to gain would be the trait Calm, as opposed to Vengeful. We would gain 29 stress. We're not very stressed out right now at all, so I think that's probably the best choice for us. Abner, remain calm, boy. Olsen comes of age. I am proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. Always the curious and knowledge-hungry child, Olsen has shown an affinity for scholarship from an early age. An avid learner, he has become quite the purveyor of knowledge, and has proven himself fully capable of structuring advanced theoretical and theological arguments. They grow up fast. Let's take a look at good old Olsen here. Olsen at the age of 16. He has the trait Trusting, which is good. It's just funny that the symbol is a dog. He's got a 22 learning, which is absolutely insane. Well, very good, Olsen. You are certainly quite learned. The beginning of May here, the first Raiders of Oriel have crossed the Irish Sea into the UK, and the second Raiders of Oriel are not far behind them, hoping to just go in, make some quick gold, and then head back out. You can see that the first army of Galloway has raised their army. Education complete, Olsen McDrognath returned to his employer's court. So Olsen obviously has left the tutelage of the clergy, and he's coming home. First Raiders of Oriel have begun raiding, and we have the first army of Meal raising their army. A betrothal is being proposed. To the perceptive High Chieftain Drognath of Munster, with your permission, I would like to betroth your daughter, the impressive Sier. Everybody wants Sier. This 30-year-old man would like to marry my 15-year-old daughter. And this is Petty King Ricot Abdumnarth of Cornwall. It would result in an alliance. Petty King Ricot would get 100 prestige. Sier would get 500 prestige. We would be allied with Cornwall with their army of 500 troops. This is somewhat tempting. I mean, the children would be going to Petty King Ricot's dynasty of Prydain? I'm going to say Prydain. Now, Cornwall is directly to the south of our Welsh expansion state here, and we were looking to take it at some point, but it might be a while before we take it. I guess the biggest objection I have really is just the age gap, but once again, in this day and age, it's really not like the most frowned upon thing. Also, Petty King Ricot is intimidated by my dreadful reputation. Fearing me, he is less likely to oppose me directly. Well, it's, I guess, good to be allied with someone who's not going to try to attack you, I suppose. You know, I think just in the interest of setting Sier up with some prestige and allying with somebody, getting a couple more troops out of the deal, somebody nearby that's not, we're not immediately trying to take the land of, at least right at this second, I think we're going to accept. This seems like an okay thing to do, for the most part. Alliance formed with Petty King Ricot. Our house relations improved, of course. Well, the deal is sealed. Ooh, boy, and this first army of Meal is really, really large. Wowzers. I was not expecting that. Well, what we will do, because the second Raiders of Oriel are really in a bad spot here, we will send them off to reconnect with the other army. Hopefully they don't get caught up. I'm sure they will. But that's probably our best option at this point. I didn't realize they had such a large army there. I guess I should have been a little more perceptive. Well, hopefully we can get out with this 11 gold, and this won't be a total loss. The White Boar, my master of the hunt Mugrun, enters my chambers, brimming with excitement. The gamekeepers of Tommen send convincing reports. It seems your boar has been seen there, a beast with snowy white fur, though none have got close to it. There are indeed legends of such beasts. I will find it one day. Guys, I think it's time for a hunt. I know we've been saving our gold to create the kingdom title, but Drognath is he's just dead set on finding and killing this white boar. So in Kilmallock is where the wetlands are, and Drognath the First had this dream. Now, of course, he's going back to the wetlands where he contracted the consumption to begin with, But the dream spoke to him. He needs to go back to the wetlands. It is a dangerous journey because of the wetlands, but it's just a risk we're going to have to take. The intention is to slay this damn beast once and for all. We'll keep the search parties moderate, and our party of people that are with us will be also pretty moderate. It's going to cost us 57 gold. Let's do it. I will be hosting a hunt in Desmond, and time has come for us to depart. At last, a chance to pursue my passion and practice my skills. The we pursue is the stuff of legends, if it is real at all. I can't wait. So we're at camp, and we're awaiting the arrival of our guests. Soon. We're going to go to our courtiers and our master of the horse. Dunsik, we're going to switch her to oversee breeding, because we're not in command of our armies anymore. So it'll make our armies a little bit faster. Hopefully they can outrun this army pursuing them in Sudrehar. Nope, they weren't quite able to do it. The Battle of Inri, Sudrehar, they will assuredly lose. Lord Gershom was swayed. Hopefully Gershom doesn't die in this battle. It's possible. Oh my god, no! Oh my god, Drognath II is dead! Oh no! Oh no, guys. Oh no. Oh, we are so boned. Fallen Sun, news from the hills of Inri Sudrehar finally arrives in the hands of an exhausted messenger. I know immediately that something terrible has happened to my son. There, amongst the dispatches it reads, our brave chieftain Drognath was killed, leading an attack against the Alban pikemen. He was slain by Jarl Ofegr, vassal of King Niall, in a fierce encounter. I could not have saved him, but no parent should outlive their child. Oh my goodness, guys, this is so bad. Everything was concentrated in the hands of Chieftain Drognath II. This is really the danger of placing all your eggs in one basket when it comes to an heir in this game, and I fell for it. So yeah, Drognath II is dead. We have an option here. We could form a rivalry with Jarl Ofegr. Yeah, I think I have to. This is just so bad. Yeah, Drognath I and Jarl Ofegr become rivals. You swore to avenge the death of Chieftain Drognath II, who was slain in battle by Jarl Ofegr Beridsson of Leinster. We'll see what we can do about that. Good God Almighty. Well, the inheritor of Ulster is Chieftain Dinertak, our grandson, who is now he's the ruler, although Afric Neil is sort of the regent, the queen mother, as it were, and Dinertak is now our heir. He's set to inherit just about everything that Drognath II was going to inherit. Let's go ahead and negotiate an alliance with him. Oh my goodness, that is bad. We can demand payment from him, from Chieftain Dinertak, but I think now's not really the time for all that. We can exchange hostages with King Niall of Alba. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, why don't we wait until we disband our armies to see? We might want to go to war with Leinster over this. So we'll see once we can actually get our armies back to their home base. Well, we can have our betrothed marry Lucia, our 19-year-old daughter, and Amalric Welfin, the son of Count Hugo. And of course, we will do that. Send the proposal. This doesn't have to be a total L, guys. You know, it just means that we have to make Dinertak our new heir. We just gotta beef him up. We gotta do what we can to get him in a good position. To the perceptive High Chieftain Drognath of Munster, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Your daughter Lucia and my son Amalric will be joined in matrimony. May they bring one another happiness and fulfillment. Signed, Count Hugo of Auxerre. Excellent. So our house relations improved. Our ally Amalric and Lucia are married. So our alliance is formed with Chieftain Dinertak. Marvelous news. So in our siege, a prisoner was taken. Earl Aelfgeir's son, Stirkar, is now our prisoner. And our courtier has come of age. Amalric Welfin began the trait Brilliant Strategist. So we have Amalric now. Lucia, my god, put a face on that face. So our army is retreating. We need to send our raiders back to their home base quickly. Quickly now. We can ransom Stirkar for 10 gold. We're gonna do that. We don't need him. Ransom. So our Our battle at Inri Sudrehar was a complete disaster. We were defeated. The increased controlling county task finished. Lord Flan Cinna of Eiriri finished his increased controlling county councilor task in Ormond. We're going to have Flan Cinna here organize our armies a little bit to make up for the fact that we just lost a lot of troops. And I can smell a war coming here pretty soon. The ransom was accepted. Earl Alfgeir paid 10 gold to us. I cannot believe that his heir is dead and Drognath I is off on this hunt for this stupid wild boar again. It just never ends. Our raid loot was delivered. We gained 11 gold and 11 prestige. I cannot believe we just traded our son and heir, Drognath II, for 11 gold. I cannot believe that. I really can't. What a bonehead move. Sadness in rainy nights, alone, bereft, without that sweet man, our hearts, our minds, our souls, all damned. Gained court poetry about mourning for 3 years. I mean, we certainly have mourning on the brain. Thank you, Constance, for constantly reminding us of the important things in life. We're gonna disband the first Raiders of Oriel, and the second Raiders of Oriel will also be disbanded. And we cannot declare war against Leinster until we get back from the hunt, which is probably a good thing. It'll give us time to build up our armies and build up a strategy, I suppose. Sierra comes of age. I am proud to see my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. Always the clever child, Sierra proved time and time again over the course of her studies that she had a natural affinity for careful planning and more than a little misdirection. She now knows a lot of ways to get what she wants. Most importantly, she is highly aware of the political implications of those wants. Serlaith, that is just horrifying. Like, absolutely horrifying. Sierra is no longer High Chief to Serlaith's ward. That's probably for the best. And Sierra gains the trait Intricate Web Weaver. Our betrothed can marry, so Sierra and Petty King Ricot are now married. Excellent stuff. Our house relations improved. Our ally is married to Sierra. The White Boar. Mugrun, your master of the hunt, summons the party to gather as the light reaches the camp in the swamplands near Kilmallock. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes. They haven't found anything, but I could feel it. The elusive creature is out there, somewhere nearby. The beast will be mine. Drognath needs this. He really, really needs this. He needs a W right now. Track spotted. Leoter Varde and Kassane bonded over hunting. They gained opinion of each other, that's great. Once again, I find myself in the wild searching for the elusive white boar, and I'm yet to spot even a single trace of it. That is until I see a set of animal tracks leading far away from the path. Mugrun grabs my arm fervently and pulls me away. He assures me that these are not the tracks of the legendary beast, but an ordinary boar. So our options here are, we have a 30% chance of increasing the success chance greatly, but a 70% chance of just gaining a bunch of stress. We can instead lose some stress, and Mugrun will become our friend. I think it's kind of interesting that this hostage that we've had for a while becomes both our master of the hunt and our friend. I really want to roll the dice on this and increase our success chance, but 30%, just not quite enough for me. So we're going to listen to our new friend, Mugrun, and not follow the tracks. Made a friend. Took Mugrun Brian A's advice, strengthening their bond, and our relations improved. Hunt wildflowers. Attendance flushed the prey. Our success chance increases slightly. It's a lovely day for a hunt, which means it's a nice day to be outside. As I fill my lungs with the fresh air of the wilderness, I spot in the distance what can only be a gift from, or nature's dedication to Jesus. So many useful herbs and beautiful flowers, both for healing and malicious intents, but I'm here to hunt. Picking aster may raise some eyebrows. Look at Ealdred Chester, our chancellor, just with a thumbnail face. So we're going to keep up with appearances here, gaining 75 prestige, and increasing our success chance just a slight bit. Hunt, cornering the boar. Salic Dalbian shared knowledge with Ealdred Chester. Ealdred Chester gained 10 opinion of Salic Dalbian, and slightly increases the hunter trait experience. My hostage Mugron is the first to spot its sharpened tusks. The powerful boar is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the dancing reeds. It locks eyes with me and, almost as though the animal senses my intent, suddenly takes off in a flash of brown fur. Well, wouldn't it have white fur? I hope this is actually the boar that we're intending to get. The only way to increase our success chance here, and our success chance right now is 40.2%. Not great. The only way is to ride after it. The method is perilous. We gain 75 prestige, and we will attempt to corner the boar with our spear, but an accident will be more likely to occur. Let's find out what happens. Well, I guess we will have to find out in the next episode. Talk about a cliffhanger here. The last day of 897 AD, what a year, man. When I tell you that, like, losing Drognath II was not expected in the slightest, and also kind of was the worst case scenario, because we really kind of were relying on him to take over everything, and now it's mostly going to his son Dinertak. We'll have to see what the fallout is of that, and the fallout of this hunt in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Please make sure to comment, let me know what you think of Crusader Kings 3 and House of Mordecius. Make sure to subscribe so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Check out the Twitch, check out the TikTok, check out the Blue Sky, check out Transporting the Youth on DriveThruRPG and itch.io, and I will see you all next time.